Hello everyone, this is Satish Kumar. So we are learning about attitude for self-management, and we have already seen uh, 5 topics, 5 lessons about how to form attitude, how to change attitude, uh, how attitudes are formed, how attitudes could be changed. We also learnt about the components and functions of attitude. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about why often people are resist in changing their attitude. Okay, why some people hold certain attitude very strongly with them. Okay, and they don't get persuaded for attitude change. uh, we have to understand that why some people are very resistant towards attitude change. Here we'll see the reasons for it. First is the first most important reason people don't change their attitude when somebody is persuading them. No, it is because of the reason known as reactance. Reactance. It is nothing but every human being no have a certain personal freedom. We all have. Okay, what to choose and how to behave like that. Okay, and quite often what happened is when some expert of a particular field try to comes to inform us, try to come persuade us, no, we often feel get annoyed when somebody is trying to change our opinion, uh, because it hurts our personal space. Okay, the personal freedom space, the choice that we developed. In fact, we very well know that this guy is, uh, because of his knowledge and other things, no, he is persuading us. Okay, so naturally we will develop a resistance in order to save our personal self, and it is natural for every human being, even a child, no, even a little child. You will find this very common in a little child. uh, when you go and talk to a child, the child will not easily accept you until it knows something about you. The, if you even give a sweet, the child won't take it straight away. Okay, it will resist. So you can find this in a child. In fact, after childhood, we learn to adapt. Only then we are willing to change our attitude. So child will have very rigid attitude. Okay, so every human being has this natural tendency, and as a result, we don't like to be influenced by others. Okay, that is one reason. But a lot of people have overcome this problem, and they try to learn things, to form new attitudes, to get buy new ideas when it is good for them. Of course, we should not accept and believe everybody's what they say. If something is offered good, we have to have an open mind. We have to judge them. If they are giving some good ideas, good persuasive words, opinions to change our attitude, no, we could take it. Okay, so this is reactance about. The second thing is forewarning. It is nothing but every person knows that if somebody comes to talk to them, if somebody try to persuade them, they're communicating in terms of such thing. No, they know that this person is trying to do something to us. They prayer and no, he is trying to persuade me. He is trying to change my opinion. Okay, so they first know that no, so they don't want to change that. They make a attempt that whatever this guy says, I don't listen to it, because I am not going to be influenced by this guy. So forewarning. Okay, and this is one reason. The next reason for resistance to change is selective exposure. Okay, so since we hold certain attitudes, certain values about ourselves very dear, no, we don't buy ideas or information that is against what the attitude that we hold, or what the values we have. For example, if if we like a particular ideology, no, hmm? Okay, for example, say I like the idea of secularism, okay, and if a party is coming and talking to me like we are a particular religion, we have to foster our religion, we have to develop our religion, like that, no, and try to make me a religion uh, to non-secularism or communist person, no, I won't buy that idea. I will not even listen to that guy. Okay. For example, whenever I browse a Facebook or a YouTube video, no, if somebody is trying to foster communist idea to me, no, I won't even let that channel to be recommended to me. I won't even follow those people who are trying to do that. Okay, because my value about secularism is very strongly held. I have a very firm belief in secularism, so I don't buy the idea of communalism. Okay, so I get exposure only to the ideas of secularism, not the ideas of communalism. I won't buy the idea. So selective exposure, and this is very good. In fact, we cannot let ourselves to be influenced by communist person who is trying to divide people based on religion. Okay, our value, secularism is a good value, my value. Okay, I consider this a good value. Secularism is a good value. There's nothing wrong. Religion is a private matter. People, every people could be have his own religion, but all people are same, equal. We should not think ourselves one religion is big, one religion is small, like that. We should not get fight to those things. So okay, so this is what I said. When I have a attitude, particular attitude, I will only see information, ideas that could strengthen that values. I won't get exposed to ideas which is against it. So these are all very strong values of individuals. They won't buy that. Okay, so that is why we get only selective exposure. This is the reason why people resist to change. Okay, and we also, as the result of these, no, we develop what is known as counter arguments. Okay, if somebody is trying to persuade me to change my views about certain things, no, for example, there are plenty of views. See, I could give you a number of lists for a see what is your views on reservation in higher education. Okay, in India, whether reservation is required or not. Okay, I have an opinion. Okay, I'm not going to say this here. I have an opinion, and if somebody is trying to change that opinion, no, I won't easily accept those arguments. In fact, I will give a counter argument. I will say why the reason that I have this attitude. Okay, in fact, I am in favor of reservation. Okay, so I will give arguments why reservation is still necessary. Okay, even though people will say that we are having reservation for so many years, like that, no, there are reasons why reservation is necessary. Okay, so I will say that. Okay, I will give counter arguments. As a result, I won't change my opinion on that. Okay, similarly, there will be questions like, what is your opinion on pre-birth child sex determination? Okay, so people are usually, you go to the doctor's office to find what is the child sex, that is whether it is a girl or child, girl or boy, no, they will try to find when the child is in the mother's stomach. Okay, so in this case, whether it is right or not, in fact, I consider that ethically wrong. Okay, whatever God gives, we have to accept. We are finding that as a girl or a boy, these things should not be done. Okay, but somebody engage in that. Okay, similarly, there are other things like what is your opinion about politics, whether you will take politics as a career. Okay, so there are people who say that politics is for only for bad people, we should not engage in politics, no. Okay, have attitudes like that. But I consider politics as a part of a life, and we all have to engage in politics. Okay, so everything there are attitudes, and we will focus on that attitude. Okay, and there are, what is your views on abortion? Okay, whether abortion is right or not. Okay, uh, what is your view of government selling the government in the fact government undertaking to government privatization? Okay, whether you are against it or opposed to it. So there are hundreds of views we will hold attitude, and we have a view about it, whether it is favorable or against, whether you are favorable towards abortion, or whether you consider abortion as a some sort of killing child. Okay, so these kind of attitudes you will have either one, and you will defend it. Okay, so we will, whenever somebody is trying to give an argument against our attitude that we hold, no, we will always try to give counter arguments. Okay, again, here we have to have one thing very clear: our value should be correct. Okay, our value system, we should not hold values which are ethically, morally wrong. Okay, so our value system, we have to be very correct, and we have to hold such attitudes. And when we have the clear idea about our attitude, we could hold that strongly, and we could resist that. But if our attitude itself, whether we don't know it is correct or not, no, whether in a confused state, it is easy for the persuader to change our view. And we also should have to change our view when we are in a self doubt, no. But the problem here is, sometime when we are having some self doubt, no, people could manipulate us to take their view. Okay, if you are not sure communalism is wrong and secularism is correct, people will make us to buy communalism. Okay, so ethically we have to have developed some strong values about what is correct, what is wrong. Okay, and then we could resist any attempt for persuasion to change our attitude. Okay, similarly we also have to change our attitude when we held attitudes which are outdated, uh, uh, what do you say, mm, which are not rational. Okay, so such type of attitude we have to change. Okay, so with this I end this lesson. In fact, I have given all the topics about attitude. We learnt everything. See, this is one important lesson for self management, because as I said earlier in my first class of attitude, our attitude will determine our success. So we have to hold attitudes, good attitudes, morally correct attitudes, an attitude which will be good in getting along with people, an attitude which is respected and accepted by the society that we live. Okay, but there are also situations when we have to stand firmly, even when some people are against our attitude, because we think that the attitude that we held is correct. Okay, see, if we are self confident about certain thing, that when we have attitude about when we have an opinion about something that it is correct, even if 10 people says that what you are doing is wrong, you could stand towards it. But you have to have the conviction, and you have to have the values that it is correct. Okay, but at the same time, when the society accepts something, and when you are doing something that is against the society, when it is morally wrong, you have to change that attitude. So attitude, you could hold that very strongly, if it is correct, if it is morally correct, if it is good to you, if it is able to function well in a society. You also have to change your attitude, which is very problematic for you, not getting along with people, which is standing in your way of success as an obstacle. Okay, people will have, some people will have very rigid attitude, they won't get along with people. Okay, so those kind of attitude could be changed. Okay, so in fact, I am myself is a person, I would say, very poor in certain attitudes. Okay, I do have some good attitudes, that's a different story, but I also have very rigid attitude, and some of those are very very in fact problematic for my success and everything. So I'm learning that, I'm overcoming that. So you could also use this as a guide for to develop yourself. When you change your attitude, you could see the results, you could easily get along with people, everybody will appreciate you. Okay, so please focus on all these lessons and try to have right type of attitudes and eliminate wrong attitudes. Okay, with this I end this lesson. Bye. With this I complete the attitude. In my next lesson we will learn about emotional intelligence. Okay, bye.